How's it going, guys? And welcome back to Retrospect, your go-to retro gaming podcast. You're listening to episode 59. Today, we'll be talking about spooky games and maybe some not-so-spooky games. On the mics, as always, we have Brandon Spookalamachia. What's up, dude?
Doing good, man. Doing good. That was a good one. I see what you did there. This is going to be an interesting podcast episode because I hate scary games. Not going to lie. Not a fan. Like, I love the games in terms of, like, the art and the whole development and the storyline, but nah, you know. I got a fragile stomach and you don't want to see that.
Fragile stomach. Well, I'm the same way. I have never liked scary things. Like, growing up, scary movies, not my bag. Terrible time. Did not like those at all. Had nightmares for like weeks. If I saw like a commercial on TV, I was like, I'm terrified. I'm not going to see this. And then, scary games, same exact thing. Like, there was just no interest at all. My bravery has changed as I've gotten older, but I think that's a result of like being a bit more I think interested in what you're talking about. Like if everyone says it's super, super good, like, okay, I'll check it out. But also I think there's a setup you have to have. Like, I have to have all the lights on. I have to have the blinds open. And so like, if I can cultivate an environment that's less scary outside of the game, then I can do okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. Have you like, do you have a setup if you've played anything scary? Do you do that?
Oh yeah, I'm like volume down. I'm not doing any headphones. Everything's on. I am like I'm looking like you right now. Everything is light as possible. Everything is on.
Hey man.
But I think it stems back, right? I can remember the first day that I like watched a scary movie and browned my pants, and it was the time my dad put on the movie Signs, where these aliens come into like this barn, and they're all in like the crop field, and they're like, and just that was the day where I was like, this ain't good. This ain't good. Dad, what are you doing? You're meant to, help me out here, but now
protect me from this.
Yeah,
dude, I love the. That's exactly what the aliens sound like.
That's how they talk in the crops, in it. Like, what the fuck is that?
Have you seen this video going around in social media? It's like a group of these old dudes, probably from America. They're in a choir, but they're doing that like trill with their tongue, and it's like a slow pan across all these old dudes, and they're just going. They're just making that noise with their tongue.
Oh man, that needs to be a horror movie just on that.
A bunch of creepy old dudes in a cornfield,
butt naked. Jesus Christ!
Why are they naked?
Farm?
We're selling this place.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. Okay, so I'm excited about this. We'll kind of talk about all the ins and outs of why we are the way we are in terms of spooky games, and then maybe recommend some ones that are not so spooky for those who are like us, or maybe just looking for a good cozy Halloween time because tis the season. Hannah and I just started putting up our Halloween decorations over here. And
you Americans do Halloween properly, man. We just like knock on randomers' doors and ask for like a Kit Kat and then go home.
Do you guys have a Kit Kat? No, we only have Snickers. Okay, then I don't want this.
Get out of here.
What the hell was that? Did you say?
Yeah, why is he naked? Jesus Christ. That's the scariest one I've seen all day.
I don't like Halloween anymore. Yeah. We're not celebrating this. Okay. So, I have some fun questions on here. We'll skip the housekeeping till the end. So, starting at the very top, regarding spooky games, do you like spooky games, and why not? Why don't you like them? I already know you don't like them.
It's just, the fight or flight kind of emotion, and I'm just like flight on those games. Like, no, like I just want to put it down. Like, they're trying to egg you into that dark room. I'm like, no, I don't. I did not pay £50 to brown my pants. Nuh-uh. I want something that I'm gonna remember, enjoy, recommend. I'm just there sweating, like, oh God, no.
So you played enough though to have that experience where you're just like, oh, I hate this.
I
don't.
had to. So when I used to work for Future Publishing and Games Radar, that I had to play those
Oh,
games,
no.
and it was terrifying. I even got paid for it, and I still didn't like it.
I was gonna say, at least you're making a financially sound choice. Where you're like, I'm not gonna pay for something that I'm gonna be so scared that I'm just gonna poop my pants and not play it. So
yeah, and like sometimes, when your brain wants to run away from these like monsters and stuff, like Resident Evil is a prime example.
Mhm.
But the controls back in the day when like the retro horror games were like all very clunky. You want to run away quick, but you're like, oh, let me just, I hit a tree.
Yeah, you like try to run into something and it's like an invisible wall, and you're like, shit, I can't go this way.
Yeah, you get stuck on like a can of beans. Like, come on now. Did not pay £50 to brown my pants and get stuck on a can of beans.
I feel like pretty soon this is just going to be a bit that's just going to stretch, and it's always going to end with a can of beans like that.
Yeah, they become the scariest part. Like, oh god, a can of beans, stay away.
I know what this means.
Yeah,
get me out of here.
I'm not falling for this again. Oh man.
Oh, okay.
What about you? You like them? You not?
So again, like we said at the top, I like scary games if they are artful or like well done. And I think for me, like anything that allows me to feel like I'm still in control. Like I kind of asked this question later. We can talk about it now, but like where do I draw the line? Like I have to feel like I can still protect myself.
I like that. Yeah.
So if a game is scary, it's scary. But if I feel well equipped and I have like badass guns and I know that I can kill a thing that I'm about to fight, like it's not as bad. Like walking into a room with a shotgun that's like got insane amounts of ammo, and I'm like, I don't even care. Like I don't even care if anything walks up on me. I'm just going to shoot it a million times and it's going to die. Like I'm fine.
Yeah.
I still don't like the scares, and I like you're talking about, the games intentionally lead you always to those creepy doors. Like a good example of a more recent scary experience for me is like Resident Evil 7. There's a part where like you go to this house that has like all these like I think doll heads and stuff like hanging from, or maybe like real heads, I don't even know, hanging from like trees. And so you're like walking down to this creepy cabin like on this lake, and then you go like under the deck, and then there's like she rips down and like pulls you up out of like the floorboards, and like that still scares the piss out of me. Like there's nothing that like I could have done to avoid that. I had to go that way, and I'm like, son of a bitch.
And you know it's coming. You know it's coming. That's the worst part.
You know it exactly. So yeah, as long as I can protect myself, I feel okay. But speaking of that, are there any games that in particular that have like just scarred you, like, or just scared the hell out of you, to where like this sets you on this path of being afraid of scary games?
Resident Evil is a prime one for me. Like, just no, it's almost, it feels like a funnel. Like the start of the game, you've got some kind of control, and then they start funneling you into like a doorway, and there's one door, and then the can of beans is behind you, so you can't go back. And you're like, well, this is it. And it like, I'll just save it there and like leave it a week. And I'm like, God damn, I gotta go through that. And I'll be stressing the whole week because I know I have to go through that damn door.
There's beans over there. I'm not going in that door.
Yeah, screw the beans. So like that, like Resident Evil for me, I don't play like that anymore. That's just a bit too much. So I tend to go back to like any games with a sense of like semi-open world and a sense of control. Like one of my favorite, I don't know if you can class it as a horror game, Left 4 Dead. Like, you had a lot of ammunition. You had different ways to like absolutely slaughter these things. So you had a sense of control. And like the recent Diablo, I feel like there is a sense of control there. Oh, you're struggling. I just need to beef up my armor and stuff. And there's nothing in your face. There's no jump scares. You're in control. So that's kind of like my line. Left 4 Dead, Diablo, cool. Resident Evil, nah. I'm still
not chicken. Not good. Yeah. For me, I draw the line like anything that's like paranormal, where I have no weapons. Like that's terrible, dude. I tried playing oh gosh, I'm blanking on the name right now. They've made like 2 or 3 of them now, but the one where you literally just have a camera and you're just walking around like this insane asylum, and like you're trying to escape, and I'm like, dude,
Slender Man? No, it's not Slender Man.
Slender Man looks terrifying too. I'm not playing.
Have you not played that?
No.
Oh, jeepers creepers.
I don't like the idea of things being behind me. Like I can hear them following me, and like, yeah, no, I'm not into that. Get me out of there, dude. Hell no.
Oh.
Um, but yeah, a particular memory, an early memory of something that like scared me, I think initially was Bioshock. I don't
Oh,
know.
right. Yeah.
I don't know if you ever played that original Bioshock. Did you play that game?
I think I got like a few hours in.
Xbox 360 from our
Mm.
episode last week. Great console, great controller. But that game came out and like everyone loved it, and I was like, oh, like I should like this game because it's people love this game, and so the opening sequence is terrifying. Like the first hour of that game is horrific. Like you crash in the ocean, you get on this long elevator on an island that just takes you down, 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 down into this creepy, spooky, isolated underwater dead city, and then like these things jump on top of the elevator and like make a crazy loud noise. And I had surround sound as a kid, like in like
Oh,
a
damn.
teenager, so like I couldn't avoid the sound in my
Mm-hmm.
bedroom.
Yeah.
And then like you have to walk through this hallway, and there's just like gruesome, horrific things happening, and like people being experimented on, and you're like, why am I down here?
Why did I buy this?
And I think I just turned the game off. I was like, no, I'm done.
Oh my god.
And then recently, Resident Evil 7 VR. I don't know if you have tried a VR scary game. I would not
That's
recommend.
just asking for trouble, isn't it? Like you strap this stuff to your head, and there's no escape there.
You can't
like,
get away.
I'd have a heart attack. Honestly, I reckon I'd be. Oof.
Oh, dude, yeah, scary games in VR. So I have a friend who's really into like Halloween and like scary stuff, and so he bought all the scary games for VR, and he had us come over one night. He's like, guys, come over. We're gonna play scary games. It's gonna be hilarious. We're gonna have so much fun. And I was like, all right, fine.
Damn
And
it.
so I played for maybe like a minute, and I was like,
Jesus.
nope, I'm out. I just literally just took off the headset, and I was like, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm not doing
Yeah.
this. This is too scary. Like literally, because I can't take my eyes out. I can't take the sound off. Like I'm done, dude. Like just
The crazy thing is, people like your friend actually enjoy this stuff, and I would love to see where the hell that stems from. Like, were they chased by like a clown that was like throwing candy at them? Like, there was some sense of like dopamine. Do you know what I mean? Like,
this is scary, but this is good at the same time. Why do I like this?
I'm scared.
Candy.
Deep throating Kit Kats. Like, oh no, but it's tasty. Oh man.
I don't know. I really don't know. I just think that they have like a different reflex in terms of being scared, and he has like I'm not going to go. This is too long of a story to tell. But basically, he just goes all out in Halloween and has like a full life size mannequin that he hides in people's homes like every year to scare people. And I'm like, dude, that's messed up. And he's gotten me once or twice with it, and I almost had a heart attack.
Oh man.
All right. So how do you feel about cozy games, cozy Halloween games? You know, we're talking like Luigi's Mansion, Animal Crossing, Night in the Woods, stuff like that.
That stuff's on the line for me. At Luigi's Mansion, I'm like, it's just jump scares, man, that get me. I'm like, I'm not ready for this because that kind of stuff takes me like 20 minutes to get over. Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
I have played them, and yeah, they're cartoony and stuff, and you kind of get a sense like, oh, it's just a cartoon game, you know? No, it's just Luigi. What the hell? But nah, those jump scares, dude. Nah.
Dang. So jump scares really are the thing. Like that.
Like if you put a Super Mario game in front of me and a Luigi's game, I'm gonna pick the Super Mario game. You know?
Okay. Yeah, for me, those ones I like. I'm into cartoony like ghost busting games. Because even the jump scares in Luigi's Mansion, there's a few. I think there's a one from the first game I remember where the piano comes to life in that room, you know, and you're like in there trying to like find the ghost, and then the piano like just goes and starts chasing you around. Like that kind of scared me. I was like, okay. But I think they're fun. I think they're a great way to kind of get into the holiday spirit. You know, I don't know. I mean, again, Halloween might not be as big where you are, but like for the whole month of October, there's this thing that Americans do where it's like we get all of our fall decorations out, we get our pumpkin candles, we start baking things that are fall themed. You know, pumpkin spice lattes, all that stuff. That's all here. And so what we're doing is trying to capitalize on the season with video games on top of that.
Nice.
And that could be too much. That could be too much, but I'm trying to think of other games that I'd recommend for people to like check out that are not too spooky for this time of year. And I said Inside, and that game's kind of scary.
Okay, yeah.
The game's kind of scary. It's a 2D kind of horror side scroller. I just picked it up again for like $2 on the Nintendo eShop. So if you haven't checked it out and you want to try it, it's real cheap right now. But people love this game. It has like a horror element near the end, but it's not super scary. Inscription, I just played this recently, and I recommend this game to everyone. I think it's so unique and so fun, especially if you like card battlers. It's like very well done. It's a little bit scary, but again, it's just like you're just uncomfortable the whole time. There's like never any like jump scare moments. It's literally just playing cards in an unsettling environment. And there's a good story. There's a really cool story behind it. And then for me, I think, Luigi's Mansion 3. If you're going to play a Luigi's Mansion game, play the third one. It's the best. And then Animal Crossing this time of year is very cozy, very fun. It's seasonal with the time of season that's, in your country. So if you're playing in the fall, there's fall leaves. And usually like on Halloween, there's like a little jack-o'-lantern event that happens, and it's a great time. So those would be my recommendations. Do you have any recs for us, Brandon?
So I don't have any Halloween specific ones, but like the ones that I've enjoyed. I don't know if you can cast The Last of Us as like a scary game, but that's my line, and I really enjoyed that. And there is a sense of like, I don't have much ammunition. I'm going to get stuck on a bean can, but I really enjoyed that. There's one called Darksiders as well.
Yeah,
that's like quite horror-y, I guess.
How do you feel? How do you feel about games like Bloodborne or Elden Ring, stuff like that?
Yeah, I'd put those as ones that I would play, and I have played. Diablo. What else is there?
Because those games are kind of scary. Like there's a lot of jump scares in that game too, where like you feel like you can fight anything in those games for the most part. Bloodborne, you're a little bit weaker. But when you walk into a room, you see a huge, disgusting monster, and you're like, oh, like that.
Yeah.
I'm going to die so fast when I fight this guy. You have a sense
of like skill can get you quite far through that. You go, I got this. Whereas like Resident Evil, you're like, no, I don't have this. I've got 3 bullets and a potato. What am I meant to do with this?
And I got some weeds that I found on the side of the road. I'm just going to hope that these heal me.
Yeah, exactly. Like, no, just let me button smash.
Oh, they poisoned me. I'm dead.
Whoopsie.
I like the Bloodborne games too. I think they like, even if they are a little bit scary, there's this sense of like you're saying you can kind of handle it, and death is intentional in that game. Like death is not as scary in that game because you're supposed to die to get stronger. So it's almost like this, okay, well, I'm going to run in here, and if I die, I die. Whatever, doesn't matter. Whereas in like Resident Evil, there's the fear of like, oh no, like I do not want to have to do this over again. Like I do not want to die right now. And also I'm terrified of what's in this next room. Like I need to go save or like run away and do something else. Yeah.
What's interesting, right, is there is one like part of like the horror industry that intrigues me and that I would go past the discomfort level to learn more about, and that's aliens. I don't know what it is. I don't find aliens too scary because I don't believe in them. But if you like show me an undead like little girl with like one arm that's like floating in the sky, a part of me is like, that could there's a small potential that could be real. Like the world's a wonderful place. So I'm just like, nah, and like things crawling on the floor and stuff. Like, get out of here. But an alien, yeah,
I can get behind that.
Yeah, I could punch that in the brain.
Headbutted.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think I don't know if you've seen the recent like news reports or stories, but there's been a lot more alien focused things coming out lately.
We had a conversation. Me and the guys had a conversation while we were in France on the weekend, and we have a lot of conspiracy theories about why they're bringing out all this alien stuff. And I think they're trying to fearmonger us into something, that they're trying to like make us believe that aliens are real, and then one day there's going to be a little invasion that could be happening, and then we're all just shitting ourselves, and we will easily be controlled and manipulated.
So what you're saying is this is all a campaign. This is all
It's like a 30-year campaign, yeah.
30-year campaign of them slowly drip feeding us alien artifacts and news for the eventual.
Look at Netflix, man. It's all over Netflix as well. It's all over my bloody Twitter platform where they pulled out that 3-foot alien like Mexico did. Like, look at this. We're like, where have you been hiding that for like 6 years, dude? Like, what? It was like 30 years old. Like, why is everyone telling us this? And I say to my partner, like, I don't believe this shit until I see it. Until an alien comes up to me and shakes my hand, I ain't believing that. You can throw some like lights in the sky and stuff, but not I want to see one. I want to see like a little gremlin over there running past the park, you know?
It does make you like when you see that. I love your description, a little 3-foot alien.
Yeah, well, I don't know how big they're going
to be. It is small. It's like a little like gift box, you know, just like a little shoe box that they just
just punt it if it gets too close. You know, just kick it over the fence. Just absolutely crazy.
I don't think you'll be that brave when an actual alien invasion is happening.
I'm quite optimistic with them. I think if they come here, they're like trying to help us or something. You know, I think they look at us. I read something where I might be wrong. Don't quote me on this, and I don't know how we're even talking about this on the podcast. But
this spooky stuff, it's great.
I think chimps are like 4% dumber than us, and we just look at them throwing sticks and flicking shit at each other. And I really do think if aliens are even like 4% or like 40% smarter than us, they're just looking at us going, "Wow, they're killing each other and they're paying taxes and they're just working all day. They don't want to come down here and like taxes." Yeah, they're making podcasts and talking about 3-foot aliens. Look at how stupid they are.
Wait, hold on. These guys are onto something. These guys on the podcast over here. These guys are smart.
Yeah, these are some smart beans. I just don't think they want to like mess with us. I just think they look at us like we're not even going to waste our time.
Oh man, this is the Alien Chat podcast. Now we're going to just talk about weekly discoveries of alien findings.
I'm on Joe Rogan next week.
The
talking
pyramids.
About 3-foot gremlins.
Let's talk about the pyramids. How did they get here?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that was good. That was a good little way to end the segment about aliens. I love that. So, I mean, overall, spooky games. If you like them, if you don't like them, you know, enjoy what you want to enjoy. Brandon and I very clearly do not like the spooks. We'll play some stuff, but again, we have some recommendations there. You know, depending on what your season, you can go full scary or you can go full cute, cozy time and not have to worry about anything. You know, I'm going to go that route, the cute, cozy time more than the scary time because I don't want to have nightmares. So I'm a giant baby. All right. All right. So last segment, Brandon, closing out here. We haven't talked in a week and I've actually been playing some new stuff. So I got to know first.
Ooh.
What are you playing?
I'm actually been putting some hours into Pokemon Unite, and funnily, they have a new Halloween like theme coming out.
There you go.
I don't know. There's just something quite nice about having something that's I would actually class as a cozy competitive game. You know, you don't care if you lose, but you know when you win, it feels good.
Do you play that on Switch?
Yeah.
Okay, because it's on the phones too, right? Isn't it on phones?
Yeah, is it Android? Yeah, I think it's on Android.
I don't remember all the phones it's on. That's funny. You're playing some Pokemon stuff. Okay, one thing about Pokemon Unite, I always see that title, and my brain wants to switch around the ITE and make it untie. I don't know why. Whenever I see that, I'm like Pokemon Untie, and I'm like, I don't know why. That is how I read that game, but that's anyways.
Have you played it?
I have not.
If you like League of Legends, I used to be big into my League of Legends a few years back.
Never played League.
That's competitive. That used to make me angry, man.
Is that when you go down to the what's the guy's name again? The arcade, the cafe.
Wire World. Well remembered.
Wire World.
Come get your hot dogs made of pigeon.
Pigeon dogs. Y'all want some pigeon dogs?
Pigeon dogs. Pigeon dogs.
So gross.
Oh, man.
Yeah, we all got salmonella after that hot dog day. It was not a good day.
What
You
about
brought
you?
up hot dogs. You brought up hot dogs in this podcast.
I know, that's why I'm switching it right now.
You're a hot dog maniac. All right, dude. For me, I jumped on NSO the other night with Hannah, and we played Pokemon Stadium 1 and 2. And those mini games
nice.
are still so fun, dude. And she loves the Chansey game. I don't know if you've played those mini games or not, but there's a Chansey game on Pokemon Stadium 2 where you have to just catch all these eggs. There's just eggs flying from the sky, and you just got to lean left and right and catch them in your little pocket. You know, Chansey's little egg pocket.
Where is it? Like, do you get to see who's shooting them out of what?
Nope.
Is there just a chance of like flub, flub, flub?
Yep. She's just catching 100 eggs. And yeah, that's the most you can catch. And so we played that, and we played that in college forever ago, and she got really good at it. And so it was funny bringing it back out to see if she had lost her skills, and sadly she had lost some of her skills.
No.
So now she's obsessed.
Broken eggs.
Yeah, now she's obsessed. She's like, get me back on that.
Yeah.
And so I picked up Inside, and I'm gonna try and play that and
nice.
see if I can get back through it again. Get a little spooked out, but yeah, I'm excited, man. Should be a fun time. Well, listeners, that is all the time we have this week. What are your thoughts on scary or spooky games? Do you have a core memory that just scarred you for life? Let us know by writing into retrospect@retrododo.com or comment on your preferred listening channel. Brandon, anything you want to plug this week?
Let's go with a little bit of Card Gamer. Card Gamer's been doing really well last few days.
Heck yeah.
With the launch of Pokemon 151, the new card game.
Is that out
People
yet?
are just coming to us for some advice. So head over there, doing some good things over there. Jason's doing absolute wonders, as per usual.
Dude, is Pokemon 151 out yet?
Oh, yeah. It came out a week ago, man. And there are some stunning cards. And it's all the originals. Even Kadabra. They're bringing back Kadabra because they got the rights to my boy now.
I remember you telling me about this. Yeah, okay. So these cards are not the original design, though. They're all new designs.
No. And you can't buy loose packs. They all come in box sets now or bundles or trainer boxes. So, they're trying to really make a mint off it.
Dang. Well, that is really cool. I like that a lot. And speaking of limited edition cool stuff, you and I both got some analog pockets finally, or at least the transparent ones.
You got two.
I got two. Okay, I'm one of those guys.
How did you do that? Did you come back out of your cart, went back in, ordered?
Dude, okay, it was absolute chaos. I forgot that it was happening at 11 here, and I was like, oh shoot, I got to jump on the computer, and I was like 11:01, 11:02. Jumped on, tried getting the smoke color. That one sold out. As I was in the cart, it was like, please wait 3 minutes. You're in the queue. And then it just said, sorry, your item's no longer available. And I was like, son of a. So then I refreshed, jumped back onto the page. And I had already seen 3 or 4 of them were already out of stock. Tried getting the other ones, couldn't get them in my cart. Clicking. And then the red and the orange ones worked for whatever reason. And so then I just hit checkout. And I was like, I don't want to even try to mess with this and take one out of my cart. I'm just going to buy and see what happens. And I got both.
Yeah.
So
nice.
I got a red and an orange one. And they're not my favorite colors. Orange, I'm probably more excited about. You got an orange one too, right?
Yeah.
If I'm going to keep one and open one, it'll probably be the orange one. So the red one I'll probably just sell for same price to somebody that wants it. I'm not going to scalp. I'm just going to be like, hey, it's, I paid almost $300 for shipping. So if you want to pay $300, here you go. Here's the analog.
You're one of the good guys, man. I was doing it in Bordeaux as we were walking into it. I set an alarm, and I was like, "Oh shit,
that's impressive."
And I was just like, "I just need to do this as quickly as possible." And I wasn't mucking around. I was going for one, and I was going for one unit, and that's it. So I went orange, 1 unit, and it was taking forever. And previously with the glow in the dark, I was there on the second it went out. Tried buying it, no luck. But managed to secure an orange one, which I'm excited for.
How'd you get your glow in the dark one then? They just send you one? Don't worry about
it. I know the founder of Analogue. And I was like, look, man, I'm willing to pay. And he's like, I'll send you one. That's cool. They're very limited though. I think they might be. They won't say, but I think the glow in the dark ones are more limited than the transparent ones.
No, I believe that. Yeah.
But,
the fact that the transparent stayed up for maybe 5 minutes was pretty good. I was like, okay, I could actually buy some of these.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm
I
excited.
was going to go for the atomic purple, but I knew everyone would be going for that, and there's just no chance, dude.
I thought for sure I'd be able to get the smoke one because I was like, this is like the
Yeah.
least interesting one. It's like the dark gray. Like I like the look of that, but the colors everyone's going to go for. But apparently not. Apparently not. Everyone wanted the smoke also. And I was like, son of a gun. So, anyways, well, yeah, exciting times. I'll be able to talk about that hopefully next week if it comes in this week. And yeah, for me, anything on the internet is just Biblogist, BITBLOGGIST. And until then, we'll catch you in the next episode.